I guess here we are.
And I can catch up today.
This can either be my favorite part of the painting process, or it can be the most infuriating thing of human creation. It shouldn't be that bad.
Overall, I'm gonna have to go with...
Welcome everyone to the first official Little Schemers painting competition. For our first one, we have decided that the two co-creators, me and Kai here, will be going head-to-head in a 7-day painting competition starting today. Now, here are the rules. Now, me and Kai have each chosen 2 paints. No matter what happens, each of us are going to have to use all of our chosen paints to create a base theme, meaning that all of the paints that are chosen are going to have to do like a significant part of the miniature paint. Kai, do you want to start?
Okay, yeah, I'll begin. I got Troll Slayer Orange, which is just you can use a bright orange of yours. And then this guy, Iron Breaker, which is like a light metallic color.
My first is Dragon Red, which is a very deep, dark red. The other color I have chosen, Alien Purple, a deep, dark purple. All right, so now we have our base themes for our painting. After this, me and Kai are gonna go strategize.
Alright, I have a plan. I'm thinking of making their clothing a red and orange coloring. You know, striping that and just letting that be in on the inside of their clothes. Then maybe like more of the armor could be more of the silver color, and then it could be lined with purple. And the violin, I'm thinking I can make like a darker orange. Like I can mix this with a darker color to make it this nice auburn hue. I'm thinking if I include all that, I should have a nice style, a nice scheme that I can do. Scheme. It's a good one. So here we go. The timer starts now. Alright, that's 30 minutes on the clock for day 1. Got some pretty good base coat stuff done, a lot of the cape done, which is, you know, easiest thing to do, but at least that's done. I'm probably gonna come back later to finish up my last 30 minutes, but I'm gonna take a break and get some lunch. Ugh. Food. So I think I've got a pretty good orange and red theme going here already. So now that I've got all that, I think I'm gonna start with the purple, I think. Make their pants purple or something like that. And we'll see. I'll start and see how it goes. Okay, well, I filled my time for day 1. Here is my figure so far. I got the orange cape. I have outlined it with a red highlight, and then the inner cloak is also red. And it seems like his pants are gonna be purple. So right now, I think I've got a good theme for the first 3 colors, the red, the orange, and the purple. So now I just have to figure out a way to incorporate the metallic iron color. And so, yeah, that's what I've got done so far. Day 1 over. 6 days left. Here we go. Day 2. Refill. All right. Day 2 in the books. Got some nice metallic colors for some armor, along with the bowstrings and the chest plate. Just some touch-ups of their back. And day 3, here we come. Alright, so it's a bit later in the night than I would like to do this, but the way that my schedule happened to work out today just means I'm doing it at night, so, well... Anyway, I'm gonna get started now with my hour. I actually might do a little bit less, maybe just 45 minutes. Let's get started. See, here's part of my strategy. I play the violin. This guy plays the violin. So, if I add 2 and 2 correctly, because she plays violin, and because I play violin, well, I think that'll give me an advantage. I guess we'll have to see at the end, won't we? So this wraps, day... So this is what I have done so far. I mainly did work with the filler, the stuff that I haven't done yet, you know, the, like the shoes, the belts, anything that's not the 4 theme colors. So now all I really have left is to do their skin and their hair, and then some, just like tune-ups. I think I'm making pretty good progress because I have 1 more day of base coat, and then after that I just have the detail and the final touches, and I think I should be good there. This is Bailey.
Bye. Bye.
Get in place. Alright, today is Today's Thursday, so that means today's the last day of base coats, which I'm a little nervous about because this is always the part where I get caught up, is just making sure I've painted everything. But I have tomorrow and Saturday, so that's 2 more days to do fine detail and washes and dry brushing. So I think it should be good. So yeah, let's get started. The base coats are complete. I have finished my base coats. I didn't actually think I'd be able to do that today. I thought I'd have to cut into my small detail time tomorrow, but I did it. So we got the hair done, the flesh done, we got the clothes, the garments, the accessories, the violin. It's looking really good so far. I'm really liking the way that this character is going, and I'm excited to continue tomorrow. It's always a big relief to get base coats done because that's always where I get caught up. Yeah, I'm happy with what I got so far. I guess we'll see how tomorrow goes. I wonder how Gus is doing.
Alright, so today's the final day of base coat. My goals are mostly to just finish up getting these, like, nice details going, because I'm mostly done with a rough base coat. So as soon as I have everything, like, clearly defined, I'm going to be ready to go. I'm really close, so today's good. We made good time yesterday, meaning I can catch up today before getting to details. So today I got even more done. I'm fully complete with the base coat now. It's just like details and having fun. I'm gonna mess with some other effect paints I have, including a rust thing, which I think is gonna look really cool, especially with the orange. Yeah, we're really close to the finish line here. Tomorrow we'll hit it with the dry brush, along with the wash, and probably hit it with the airbrush. Today is the final day of the quarantine painting competition, and now we will have our expert on panel, Joaquim, to judge for us.
Yeah, this is. I was weirdly. I did better than I thought I would. The thing I think I had the hardest time with was separating the colors of red and orange, because at least my paints, they were a little too close together for my liking.
Yeah, that was also a tough one for me. I think I figured out a way that I ended up liking it a lot. It still wasn't fully up to standards for me. If I had had a bit more time, I would have definitely done some more detailed touch-ups.
My main process when I started this is I was trying to figure out how I could, do the themes of the colors. Initially, I was going to have actually purple be the inside of the cape thing that I have, but I decided purple and orange don't really look very good when right next to each other. So the cape is, it's mostly orange with red fringing, and also the inside of the cloak is red. I decided to do purple for the pants because it's a darker color, and whenever I think of pants, I think of the darker colors. And then I also added a purple sash going around the character's shoulders that holds up their scabbard. I gave them a sash over their eye as well, a purple sash, just because whatever eye has the purple sash on, I kept trying to get that eye to look good, and I kept failing, and I got really, really annoyed. So I just they lost an eye now. That's just what happened. It's a tragic accident. But the other eye, I'm very proud of.
Other eye looks really good.
Eye. Yeah, that's the best eye I've ever done.
I went for more of an orc because I prefer doing beast paints. Monsters, creatures, that's just more my style. And I thought that would be a way to kind of bring the edge in that. And also because when I had originally chosen my colors, I feel like an orc was something that you can kind of just get weird with and it'll still look normal. So in the end, I went for a red skin orc with purple hair and orange clothing. That was probably the most easy part, is just figuring out where to put things, especially with the silver, because it has a lot of armor platings. He had so much so that I actually was able to put in some bronze to add to some style. The other main struggle was I missed a day in my paint, which meant I had to catch up. But I still think it came out pretty good. I actually really like the hair. The dry brushing.
Yeah, the hair looks shaded. Did you shade it?
Yeah. Well, I put a wash on there, and then I did a red dry brush, which I actually think
it looks really good.
Really cool looking.
I'll start with critique. So I'll start with Gus. First of all, just detail. I think it's not super crisp, which is probably mostly because of the time constraints that you had. For the color choices, I think you could have done a bit more with the armor, with the orange cape and armor. Could have done some red highlights. I can't find that much besides just some small mistakes and a lack of cape highlights. I'll go to Kai's. Kai, with your face, the what's it called? It's not an eye patch, is it?
It's like a sash, like, you know, like,
Yeah. I think
it's
that
like
is.
if you tied like a bandana. Yeah.
Yeah, so it does look tacked on, and I don't know what it's supposed to look like because it's not. There's no sash over the hair, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
just
that's
appears
true.
on the skin. So it doesn't really make sense, and it doesn't look too good to me. I feel like if you just did a normal eye and it wasn't as crisp as the other eye, I think that would have looked a lot better. If you made it a bit smaller and maybe did a slightly like mixed your purple paint, didn't make it go all the way to the hairline, it could have looked like a scar, but right now it's not. It kind of takes away from it. If you're looking at the front, the left leg on the knee armor,
Yes.
I think there's a bit of, is that like red there?
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
see
just,
that.
again, some small painting that, I mean, can be fixed like in like 2 or 3 minutes. Not really good things.
All right, compliments.
Compliments. I'll start with Gus again. So the hair, it looks really good. It looks like it has streaks of red or lighter, which I don't know if that was your intention, but it looks really good. I mean, the color scheme I think is really good, and you used the colors really well. The armor looks really good with the rust. It looks really realistic and worn. There's some like grading or detail that you were able to not paint over in the axe, because from experience I know it's very easy to paint over those especially if you're doing multiple coats. So I'll move on to Kai's. Kai, the first thing is on the cape, the trimming is really impressive. Like how even it was, and all the bands, rope, belt on the back part. It all looks really good. The basing is really good. I mean, the tufts look good. They're not really impeding. Mainly just the detail is really precise, especially with all the straps and leather, like in the legs, the brown and silver. You did a really good job in figuring out what should be brown and what should be silver. The hair looks really, I don't know, it just looks good. Overall, I'm gonna have to go with Kai's figurine, mostly because it is more well painted and the details are just so precise. The color on the robes and the trimming all looks really, really good. The biggest thing that detracted from it is the sash on the eye.
Alright. See you guys.
Yeah, see ya.
Hey guys, painting champion here. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a lot of fun to make. We're definitely planning on making more in the future just because painting is great. It's a really good hobby. I don't know, if you need something in quarantine to do and you have a few bucks to spare, maybe try it. There's a bunch of channels on YouTube that have, good tutorials on how to get started, and it's just overall great hobby to get into. But again, let me get back to the point. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and you like what you see, consider subscribing. We're going to be coming out with more soon. Alright, well, this is your figure painting champion, signing off. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks for judging, Joaquim.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for
I think I did a pretty good job.
You did do a pretty good job.
I did a great job, you guys.
Good job, me.